Finally, a new world, and one where I can study magic. My old life was so crappy, always getting bullied all the time. And now that I've faced the dreaded Truck-kun, I'm ready to see what new amazing things this life holds!
Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah!
Rudy! We ran out of water! Can you go get some from the well?
Wait, no central plumbing? Oh no, there's not even electricity! How am I gonna play any video games? Or watch TV? Send me back!
Hey everyone, it's your old pal Grimmjack, here to whisk you away to a strange new world of magic, swordplay, and perverted babies. Yes, you heard that right, because today we're talking about Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. It begins with a 30-something loser who was on death's door after a chance encounter with Truck-kun. He's badly injured and losing consciousness, with the only thoughts going through his head being how much his life sucked. It's sad yet relatable, because I too am haunted by regrets and constant running over by trucks. When he awakens, he's surrounded by people he doesn't recognize speaking a language he doesn't understand. He's a bit pissed off that this one asshole is making funny faces at his mangled body. But on the plus side, there's an enormous pair of boobs teetering inches above his head, like the New Year's ball at Times Square.
Ah, my eyes! Huh? Where am I? And why does it smell like they haven't invented toilets yet? Did I shit myself playing VR chat again? Guys, when you shit in the game, you shit for real. Just a heads up. Ah, jeez. I'm on one of those weird servers. Ah! A really weird server! Oh, hello, never mind. Alright, it's growing on me. Hello there, sexy lady. Wait, this is real! And I'm a baby!
In his new life, he is known as Rudius Greyrat, son of the knight Paul and the former adventurer Zenith. As a baby, he has a lot of free time to wander around and creep the maid out. So he takes it upon himself to learn how to read and write, figure out basic math again, and secretly learn the art of magic. The whole reason why we're here. Yeah, do some magic. Do some magic!
Heck yeah! Now that I've grown out of my baby limbs, I can do cool stuff, like learn magic! Get ready, world, cause old Rudy Tooty Point and Shooty's gonna be the next Gandalf! Avada Kedavra!
It all goes swimmingly until he and his family are swimming in water when he blows up their house with a water ball spell. One of his parents are thrilled. Fuck the house. Now we have an excuse to remodel. Oh, and our son is a genius apparently. We're going to get him tutored in magic and swordsmanship and maybe even calligraphy, if time's permitting. Well, hey folks, Grimmy Jimmy here, pausing the anime hijinks to let you know this video is brought to you by War Thunder. That's right, you thought Rudy was powerful with the blessing of a god in his isekai world? Well then just imagine how OP he would be rocking an M1A2 Abrams tank. Those little water pellets ain't nothing compared to a 120mm shell. In case you didn't know, War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made, featuring more than 2,000 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships in dynamic combined arms PvP battles. This collection of vehicles spans over 100 years of development, from the 1920s to present day. There's even a Japanese AH-1S helicopter, Kizurazu, which features an anime design actually used by the JSDF. Every vehicle is incredibly detailed and modeled, down to their individual components, offering a highly immersive combat experience. With an in-depth customization system for vehicles, there are hundreds of camouflages, historical markings, and 3D decorations, such as bushes and equipments. But that isn't all that War Thunder lets you customize. There's thousands and thousands of custom skins, including anime-themed ones made by the community. What's more, you can even design your own skin for your favorite war machine to make sure your waifu gives you power on the battlefield, especially if your waifu is power. You can also channel your inner degenerate / Rudy Greyrat and slap an anime body pillow on your tank if you want. So what are you waiting for? New players can click the link in this video's description and get a boost to the start of the game. Your account will become a premium account for 7 days. And you'll also get 100,000 silver lions to help destroy your enemies on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox, all in 4K resolution. All right, back to the video. Okay, now how do I do this teleportation? Rudy's new teacher is the plucky demon mage Roxy McGurdia, who is shocked to discover that he can perform spells without speaking the incantations. She's not very confident, but she's pretty good at murdering trees.
All right, listen up. Just because you have powerful parents, well-connected uncles,
Can cast magic without incantations, and can cast spells way more complex than someone your age should be able to cast, doesn't mean anything. You gotta start with the basics. You dig?
I dig. Are you gonna teach me to blow stuff up?
Yeah, duh. Those are the basics, and they're super cool.
Rudius has decided to apply himself in his second life. So when he turns 5 years old, he's ready to graduate from Roxy's School of Magic, be a man, and get a job. Be a man and get a job, Rudy! By the time your dad was your age, he was already the foreman at a construction site and smoking 3 packs a day! The biggest hurdle for Rudy to overcome is how to integrate with society. See, his previous life wasn't exactly filled with happy memories. So the mere concept of leaving his house is a traumatic event. But with the wisdom of his teacher and the inspiration of her panties, what? Rudy is able to pass the final exam and brave the great wide world. His only companion? His father's trusty steed, no, not the maid, Caravaggio. His family's only horse. Yeah, it's gone. You want some horse bacon? You know, horse jerky. You want some horse jerky? Everyone wants some horse. Oh, the horse is alive. Thank God. All right, you don't have to call PETA. It's fine. It's fine. This 2D horse is alive. Don't worry about it. Does it seem a bit strange that Roxy, someone presented as a major character, would disappear for a prolonged period of time, only after 2 episodes? Yeah, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation is kinda like that. So you better get used to it now. You know your favorite character? The one you wanna, learn more about? Nope, I don't either. So moving on.
Wow, my isekai eyes work so much better than my old cruddy eyes. I can, see stuff.
Stupid! Ugly! Monster!
Whoa, guys, my eyes didn't suck that bad. Aw, dip, someone's in danger. Here I go.
Time to save the day! Jim? Jim?
Rudy's never taken too kindly to bullies, so he wards them off with his water balls and befriends the victim, who turns out to be a half-elf named Sylphie. She's a girl, Rudy, so, don't make it awkward later on, okay? When his dad confronts him about causing trouble with the local youths, Rudy schools him in a battle of wits. This must be a new low point for you, Paul. You just lost a debate to a 5-year-old. Rudy is allowed to keep his friendship with Sylphie, and he begins training her in magic. She can even do incantationless casting, just like Rudy. Woo-wee! Sometime later, the Grey Rats receive wonderful news when it's revealed that Zenith is pregnant with Paul's second child! Congratulations, Paul! Breaking news! The maid is also pregnant with Paul's third child! Because apparently they were fooling around on the side too! Congratulations, Paul!
Hi, I'm Paul.
So, I'd like to defend myself.
No!
The newborns are raised as siblings. Let's not talk about alimony for now. And at the tender age of 7, their big brother takes on a newfound responsibility. To be abducted by Ghislaine, the breast person. I mean beast person, actually. You know what? She's a breast beast person, so some might even say the best breast beast person there ever was.
Why are you kidnapping me?
Because of your dad.
How do you know my dad?
He was a warrior I fought alongside a long time ago. He also slonked my shit stupid style.
Who hasn't he boned?
They're headed towards the city of Roa, where Rudy is to spend the next 5 years training under Ghislaine and tutoring a student of his own. Life comes at you fast, but before you start feeling bad for the little guy, remember that he's technically 40. And now, at long last, you can retitle the anime to Gainfully Employed Reincarnation. It's catchy, right? After arriving at his destination, Rudy meets Philip Boris Greyrat, Paul's cousin and the mayor of Roa.
Sup, dude? My name's Rudy, and I think I'm here to teach your daughter? I don't know. Things kind of got a bit hazy after being kidnapped by Ghislaine.
Yes, about that. I suggest you leave before my daughter rips your arms from your torso, fixes them to your skull, and plays bocce ball with your kneecaps.
Is that like rich people sarcasm? Ha ha, funny joke?
Perhaps you'd like to find out. Dude. Oh, Eris, dear, your new tutor is here.
Hey, dude, I mean greetings, milady! My name is Rudius Greyrat, and if you let me learn you a thing or two, I get to go to college. My favorite color is blue, and my only fear is getting punched in the face. Die, Tutor! Ow, please, ow, please.
I'm sure you will all learn to love her in time. Astoundingly, she's not especially fond of being trained by someone younger than her. No need to worry, kiddo. He's really a middle-aged man. So Rudy concocts a cunning plan that cannot fail to stage a fake abduction, forcing Eris to apply herself and learn magic as means of self-defense. The people hired for their acts are super into their performance, explaining that they intend to sell her off for real. Maybe they're method actors? Either way, when Ghislaine comes in to save the day, their next role will be playing corpses.
I am the bone of my sword. Steel is,
Watch out, she's about to do a thing!
etc., titty kitty go burr.
Now that Rudy has witnessed a Neko mommy beheading people before his very eyes, he's a little shaken. But there's no point in crying over spilt entrails because Eris has accepted him as her tutor. Consider that mission a success. He begins teaching Eris and Ghislaine magic and other studious matters, while they teach him the subtle art of getting his ass whooped. Over time, he manages to chip away at the walls Eris has built, revealing to her how to calculate, how to dance, and how not to fall asleep while he's around because he's still, a creepy little piece of shit. As the years pass, Rudius has become a staple of the Boreas house. Philip even offers his daughter's hand in marriage, because we haven't hit second cousin relationships on our bingo cards yet. But the peace and incest are both short-lived, with the monsters of the kingdom beginning to act strangely. A sudden influx of mana is causing quite the stir, and an atom-like object appears in the sky. Could it be Rudy's accumulated karma finally coming back to haunt him after years of douchebaggery? Or is it Astro Boy muscling in on his turf? Whatever it is, interested parties from all corners of the globe are investigating, including a surly wizard man, a magical pretty boy, and a scantily clad child. Because of course with this anime would include that. Yeah. FBI, open up! A beam of light emerges from the sky, engulfing Rudy, Eris, and Ghislaine. Rudy finds himself back in the form of his previous life and meets with an ethereal figure who calls himself the Man God. Just add a few numbers to the end of that, and it sounds like a lame gamer tag. He warns Rudy that he has been teleported to the harsh landscapes of the Demon Continent. There, he will meet a man who he should trust and assist.
Oh, jeez. I'm alive. Hands check. Privates check. Okay, that's all the stuff that matters. Woo! All right, well, it's left us to get a grasp of my surroundings and...
Ah! Demon! Demon! Ah! Satan himself sits before me! Howdy, partner. How's it tootin'?
Yeah, okay, cool. I only made a campfire and saved your life. By all means, feel free to scream at me and suddenly become Southern. I love when people do that.
Rudy awakens, back in Greyrat form, and a demon sits before him. Ooh, scary. The man before him is a Superd, supposedly the most dangerous, violent type of demon there is. His name is Ruijerd Superdia, which sounds like a made-up word someone would use to cheat at Scrabble. He promises to escort Rudy and Eris back home, and guides them towards a demon village where many turtles have generously donated their shells for housing purposes. This is where the meager tribe resides. And as it turns out, it's Roxy's home! complete with Roxy's parents, who Rudy meets face to face.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Roxy's parents. I'm a big fan of your daughter. I pray to a pair of her panties. I like your hair.
I was just about to ask you to leave, but then you dropped that very nice compliment.
I also like your hair!
That night, Ruijerd dishes out the true story of what happened to the Superds, and how they were brainwashed into becoming killing machines for Laplace, the demon god. Ruijerd carries a spear, the manifestation of his son's soul, and must bear the shame of his tribe's dark past.
And that is my dark and tragic past, including the part where my son is a spear now, and I use him to murder people, especially people who make fun of children, like my spear son.
What happens if they hurt children?
Bad stuff.
Right. Well, do you and your son, Spear, have any less violent bonding activities?
We play catch.
Oh, that's...
I yell catch and throw him into the skulls and or torsos of those who would hurt children.
I would like to end the conversation. Shut up, Rudy. I want to hear more.
They press on towards Rikarasu, a demon city nestled around the cliffs. Ruijerd is, of course, persona non grata. But with a quick slap of some blue shit they found on the ground, he is cleverly disguised as... not a Superd. Or at least a Superd you'd get packed with Spider-Man and Captain Crunch at the 99-cent store. In dire need of some gold, they make a beeline towards the Adventurers Guild and form a party known as Dead End. They'll have to start at the bottom ranking, which means they can only accept the lamest jobs and get trash-talked by a horse.
Dang, we only got the rank of F class. So these monster killing quests are...
Nay, nay, nay. If it isn't Dead End, you going through some kind of Chunibyo phase or something? Is your cursed eye going to activate?
How does he know about my cursed eye?
Maybe. Also, we're awesome and cool and could totally beat you up if we wanted.
Sure. Here, how about you take this Widow-Bitty Lost Kitty quest? Wouldn't it be safer for everyone if your inner demon sealed inside of you doesn't go berserk?
Now he knows about the inner demon? Damn, horses are smart.
But for now, Ruijerd's identity is safely concealed, and they can secretly work at restoring the Superd's reputation. It just means they're gonna have to deal with morons like the Tokurabu Toughs, a newly formed party who I assume will be brutally murdered later on to advance the plot. At least, I really hope so. Why do I hope so? Following the advice of ManGod 24601, they accept a lowbie job to track down a lost kitten. Their hunt leads them to a dank cave, my personal favorite variety, where some shady guild members have been poaching pets for a profit. There's a slight misunderstanding, and Ruijerd negotiates for their peaceful surrender.
All right, we defeated you fair and square. If you want to live, I suggest you accept our terms.
Just who do you think we are? We're not going to bow down to you no matter what you say.
Catch!
We surrender!
Pro tip, lead with that next time. That way, I won't get bug blood on my shoes.
They work out a deal where the higher-ranked poachers will accept the more lucrative jobs, while Rudy and his team will actually carry them out. In exchange, they'll do the shit-kicker jobs to help boost Dead End's reputation. Now that they've got some real work under their belt, they take on a pretty serious mission to hunt down a fearsome monster out in the woods. Hey look, the Tokurabu Toughs are out there too, and they're in trouble! Wouldn't it be funny if we waited until the last moment before... I fucking knew it! I can feel in my bones that these assholes were going to die to advance the plot with their grisly deaths! Forget the demon god or the human god! I am the anime awareness god! Anyway, if you ever want to know if a bird demon could actually fly, Gablin confirms it right here. Hey, look at him go! Thanks to his hubris, Rudy learns a valuable lesson. He who hesitates is lost. Or, in this case, he who hesitates watches a canary man get chopped in half. They're already bummed out as it is, when Horsehold tries to exploit them by threatening to expose their little job-swapping scheme.
Nay, nay, nay. If it isn't Dead End again. I know your game. I know what you did with your quests.
I should have known it'd come to this. Horses know everything.
I won't rat on you, but I do want you to pony up, Rudy.
It said my name.
Spooky mode. Activate.
Dead end!
Let me tell you something you don't know, Horseman Joe.
My name's Neoka.
If you don't stop using your dark powers, I will dead-end you here and now with my spear, son.
Right, we're traveling with a demon. I had forgotten.
And with that, Dead End are forced to move out onto the next city. Despite the setback, they have a newfound sense of resolve, and Ruijerd elects to shave his head to prevent his verdant locks from arousing further suspicion. That bald look arouses something, though. Look at this TN wannabe son of a bitch! What a Chad! But what will our adventuring team get up to next? Guess you're gonna have to wait until part 2 of this series to find out. Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation is a whole lot of things all at once. At first, it gives off a vibe that this is gonna be a goofy isekai anime, but then it tackles a lot of emotional stuff. By being so many things and crossing so many genres, there's something for everyone, especially the pervs. Oh yes, they will be eating good with this one. It's one of those animes you kinda have to watch for yourself to figure out. Or better yet, watch this video repeatedly until you become an expert. Either way, you're probably gonna have a real good time. Thanks for watching the video, and let me know if you want to see more Mushoku Tensei Abridged Overview videos so you can find out what happens to super important people like Ghislaine, and Rudy's dad, and the one perfect kid Roxy's teaching? Oh, yeah, I forgot about him. Ah, well, I'm sure he won't be important later. Anyway, this is Grimmjack, signing out. See you guys next time! Hey again, guys! Special shout out to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. They got all sorts of other cool stuff I didn't even have time to mention, like detailed vehicle damage models, damage x-rays, fire and smoke effects, you name it! If you're a new player, click the link in the pinned comment or video description and get all the free stuff I talked about. That's about it. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.